Hi everybody, this is your course introduction video for MAT110620. Your course will be housed in Moodle, so the first thing that you'll need to do is go to our website, which is www.cccti.edu. Our courses work better in Mozilla, so lots of times if you have an issue, it is because you may be using the wrong browser. Chrome works pretty well, but Mozilla works best for most of our things. If you're using a Mac, most of the time Safari will work well, but again, if you have issues, simply switch to another browser and that usually takes care of the issue. So I'm going to click on the Moodle link up here at the top, and then if you're not familiar with Moodle, this page tells you how to log into Moodle. I need to know about issues immediately because this is an 8-week course, which means that it gets started right away. If you wait until the census date to start your course, you're probably going to miss some assignments. So we want to make sure that you're in there. So click on your Moodle login and you will log into Moodle. From this page, I want to point out a couple of things to you. Again, it shows you the login information, but right here is the free online tutoring that you have access to. You have 10 free hours of tutoring. So lots of times online students don't realize that they have access to tutoring and they don't have to come to campus. But this is a pretty good system. There are real people there that you can talk to. It's a whiteboard setup, so they'll be able to write things on the whiteboard and you'll be able to ask questions. So that's a good thing to know about. When you log in, you'll need to click on your course first of all. So this is Math 110-620. Mine will probably look a little different from yours because I have access to things that you don't, but you'll see this at the top, which has a link to announcements. You need to check those frequently. I do post announcements so that they're sent to your email as well, but you need to make sure that since this is an 8-week course, you're checking this every day. I won't spring things on you, but I do communicate frequently through announcements. This is the student support page, so if you click on that, you've got your resources that you may need to help you get through the course. And again, here's a link to the online tutoring. There's a picture of me. I'm located on the Watauga campus, but I do check email frequently. I do answer phone calls. I'm very accessible, so just make sure that you're communicating with me if you are having problems so that I can help you with it. Course information will be the first thing that you see underneath the course header. Your syllabus will be listed here, and then here's a syllabus quiz. Now, you won't see anything else until you've taken the syllabus quiz, so you need to pull up the syllabus and take a look at it. I try to post things in different formats so that everything's accessible to you. If you have issues accessing a document, I need to know about that immediately. But I've posted things in both Word and PDF so that you have access to it. So here's the pacing guide for summer. Here's the syllabus. And here are your My Open Math instructions. It is required that you have a free online homework account, so these are the instructions for that. So I'm just going to open up the syllabus and hit some of the high points with you, just to make sure you understand how you have to do things for summer. So here's the syllabus. Here's my information, my phone number, my email, my office hours. I am teaching all online classes for summer, so I'm here from 8:30 to 1:30 on campus Tuesday through Thursday, but like I said, I do check email, so I will respond to you if you have questions. This is the course description. You do need a scientific calculator for this course. There are two that I recommend. One is the TI 8384 series, and that you really don't need something that expensive for this course, but a lot of people have that one because they had it in high school or whatever. So when I do instruction, I keep that in mind and make sure that I talk about that calculator. The one that I recommend that will do everything that you need is the TI-30XS, and it's only around $15. Lots of times Walmart has sales on it, and it's around $10 to $12. So that is a cheaper alternative. Textbook, I'm going to use open source material for this course, so I will post everything that you need in Moodle so that you don't have to buy a textbook. I will post a link to textbooks that I use online so that you can read it via the web, or you can also print out the pages that you need in terms of a PDF. So I'll post it both ways. My Open Math is the account that's required for this course. You need to enroll in it, so you need to go to the website. I've listed the course ID and the enrollment key and the course name. So that's the information that you need to make sure that you register for that. Attendance. Attendance is a little different for summer and for online courses. So what I've decided to do is I'm required to take attendance at least once a week. So I will take attendance on these days. And the way that I will take attendance is if you've missed all of the assignments up through that day in that group, like from the 1st to the 8th, then you will be absent on the 8th. If you miss just, one assignment, 2 assignments, or whatever, if you do any of the assignments, I will only count you as tardy. Let's see, and it says that here. Any student who accumulates 2 absences will be dropped from this course. So you would have to miss a lot of assignments even to get an absence, because you have to miss all of the assignments in that group, and then you would have to miss 2 whole groups to be dropped. But I will have to drop you if you do that. Let's see the other high points that we have. The course objectives. Here's how I will grade things. Basically, every category that you have is worth 20% of your grade. There is a comprehensive final at the end that will be posted online. I'm not going to require you to come to the testing center and take tests. So you will have tests that are 20% of your grade. You will have quizzes. I'll drop your lowest quiz score. You will have homework assignments in my Open Math. I will drop that lowest score. This course is supposed to be more project application based, so you will have application assignments also that goes with each unit, and I will drop your lowest score on that one as well. For the final, if you have a low test score and you do better on your final, I will replace your test score with the final exam score. So if you miss a test, I don't make them up. This stuff goes too fast, but I will take your final exam score and replace one of those tests. I don't accept assignments late. Again, this goes too fast to do that, so I don't accept them late, so make sure you're on top of things. And I'll show you the pacing guide in just a minute. There is a separate pacing guide. I have all the due dates listed in a row. I also list them in Moodle, and I will show you that as well. There's tutoring available on both campuses and online. If you require, let's say, extended time for something because you have a documented disability, these are the people that you need to contact. I can't give that to you unless it goes through them. So let's see, those are the highlights of your syllabus. The pacing guide is here, and like I said, I've listed everything in order. So your syllabus quiz, you should do that right away. So I've listed that as the first day of classes. It is open until June 1st, but you can see there are things in here that you will get zeros on if you don't do the syllabus quiz right away. So the first homework in my Open Math is due on the 31st. If you notice there are lessons between the assignments, that's where your content is housed. So in those lessons, you will find links to pages you need to read, you will find videos, practice problems, that kind of stuff that's in there. You can see I have all your quizzes scheduled, all your tests scheduled, so you know exactly when things are coming up. The time is noon, and I do that because I am at my desk at noon, and that way if there is a submission problem you can get a hold of me. That does not mean you have to do everything at noon. If your work schedule does not allow that, then do it the night before. You have some flexibility with this. I just need to get these assignments by noon on the due date. So if 5 o'clock works best for you, then do it 5 o'clock the day before. If you like to work at midnight, work at midnight. Just make sure that you have these things by noon the next day. Here are your instructions for my Open Math. I did put those in the syllabus as well, but this is just a little bit more, so that you have it listed for you. So there's that. It gives the link to the enrollment page if you want to go straight to the enrollment page so that you can enroll in it. So let's see what else we have. So those are your course documents in your Moodle course. If you scroll on down, you will see the syllabus quiz. It's a very, very easy syllabus quiz, but the rest of your course does not open up until you take the syllabus quiz. It's simply true and false, and it's just my way of checking to see if you have actually read the syllabus. So once you finish the attempt and you submit it, and you can take it multiple times if you need to, the rest of your course will open up. I will keep the module that we're currently working on highlighted. I should have most things finished by the time your semester starts, so you will be able to work ahead if you want to. But remember, I'm building this course as you take it, so I might not have the entire course finished on the first day of class, but as I finish it, I will open it so that you can work on it as you want to. So some of you who have, weekends free and you want to binge on homework or whatever, I'm going to try to accommodate you by trying to get things done as quickly as I can. Each unit will be designed the same. I will put the learning objectives for the unit at the top so that you'll know what you're going to be working on. So in the first unit, it says that you're going to employ fractions, percentages, and proportions to solve contextual problems. So again, I said this course is supposed to be more project application based, so I will teach you how to do the kinds of problems, but then you will be required to think and interpret those skills. So you will have a lesson, and I will do a video. All the videos are closed captioned in case you need that. So I will do a video over the content that you need to do. I will post, like this one, I post the book that I'm referencing. So this is a link to the whole book, and then I tell you the pages that we're looking at. This is a link to the PDF of just the pages that I'm using. So you can open it up and print it out if you want to. I tell you in order what to do. I say watch the video, and then I say once you watch the video, read these pages in the book. The pages are found here. I tell you it's linked above. For those of you who need more review over just the basics, because this course doesn't cover the basic math that you're supposed to already know, I post some review of things that some of you might need to watch, and I'll tell you that they're for review. So they're not typically a part of the content, but some people need those kinds of things. So I do post review of some of the skills that you may have forgotten. Then I go on down and tell you, go on back to the content. So fraction is for review, and then I say I will pick back up on the required content after that. So go on down, and the next header is proportions. That's content. There's a video about it. More content, and then at the bottom I say after you watch the videos, click here for practice and to read more about these problems. So there are practice problems that I put in there. They are not required for a grade, but if you do some of the practice problems, that will help you determine whether you're ready to do the assignment for a grade. Then I'll put the homework and notice that I put it in order. I tell you the due date. That's also the same thing listed on your pacing guide. These boxes out beside, you can click on them and put a check mark in them after you've done it so that you can kind of keep up with what you're doing. So when you click on it, it's going to say go to your My Open Math account and do homework 1. So if I go to My Open Math and I log in, and I click on my course. See, I have more than one course. You'll see the homework listed. I have all the homework in there already. It's listed by due date. You have multiple attempts. You click on it to complete each question. I will be able to see your grade when you're finished. You can do these more than once. I will then take the grade and I will put it in Moodle so that your official grades are listed in Moodle. So that's where those will be housed. Okay, so the next thing that you see is the application assignment, and there are different tools that I use for the application assignments. So these little icons out beside them, this is a Moodle thing where it just tells what tool that I'm using, but The assignments will be similar in nature. Like this first one, since you're doing proportions within the actual content, I've given you a recipe because a lot of people who take this course are in the culinary program. The recipe serves 8 people. You will change it to a recipe that serves 12 people. And I tell you up here at the top what kind of math that you're going to need to do on paper to be able to complete it. I also tell you how you need to type your answers in. You can do this assignment more than once, so do it until you get a good grade on it. It lets you check it, so it'll tell you whether you got some of them wrong. So you need to go back and do it more than once if you get them wrong. And then after that, of course, hopefully I'll have the next one done and things will open and there'll be a lesson. And then when it's time for the quiz, and it tells you the content that the quiz covers. So this first quiz covers the content from lesson 1. So I try to stay behind on that so that you have time to actually digest the material before you do it. Over here on the right is a place that you can actually send emails from Moodle if you need to. You can send them to me or you can send them to any of your classmates that are in there. Just be aware that you cannot check your email from Moodle. When I reply, it's going to go into your student email account, so you will need to check that. And I'll show you how to check that. I want to make sure there's nothing else. I will try to keep your gradebook up to date, so you will have a link down the side of the page to your Moodle grades so that you can see those, and I will try to keep those up to date as we go so that there should be no surprises. If you go back to our website, at the top under My CCCTI, it tells you how to log in, and this portal has lots of things in it that you may need to access at various times. Over here on the left, you're going to have my email. That's also a way that you can access a Google Drive. So you will have that's there too. You have a tab to a VSO, which has notes and things in it from your advisor, so you might want to check into that. You will also have down here Webadvisor for students. This is where you can go in and check your financial aid, register for classes, get a transcript, that kind of stuff. So all those things are available to you in there. So I think those are all the things that you need for this course. Please contact me if you have any questions. I want to make sure that you're successful this summer.